Database transactions ensure data consistency.
Database transactions ensure data consistency.
The backend validates all incoming requests.
The backend validates all incoming requests.
We use middleware to handle cross-cutting concerns.
We use middleware to handle cross-cutting concerns.
The service scales horizontally under heavy traffic.
The service scales horizontally under heavy traffic.
We introduced caching to reduce database load.
We introduced caching to reduce database load.
The backend logs critical events for monitoring purposes.
The backend logs critical events for monitoring purposes.
Rate limiting prevents abuse of public APIs.
Rate limiting prevents abuse of public APIs.
The system follows a layered architecture.
The system follows a layered architecture.
We optimized query performance by indexing columns.
We optimized query performance by indexing columns.
The backend integrates with third-party services.
The backend integrates with third-party services.
Dependency injection improves testability.
Dependency injection improves testability.
The API adheres to versioning best practices.
The API adheres to versioning best practices.
Background jobs handle long-running tasks.
Background jobs handle long-running tasks.
The backend gracefully handles partial failures.
The backend gracefully handles partial failures.
We use environment-based configuration management.
We use environment-based configuration management.
The service ensures idempotency for critical endpoints.
The service ensures idempotency for critical endpoints.
We enforce strict input validation rules.
We enforce strict input validation rules.
The backend uses a message queue for async processing.
The backend uses a message queue for async processing.
We apply domain-driven design principles.
We apply domain-driven design principles.
The system maintains backward compatibility.
The system maintains backward compatibility.
Sensitive data is encrypted at rest and in transit.
Sensitive data is encrypted at rest and in transit.
The backend follows secure coding standards.
The backend follows secure coding standards.
We decoupled services to reduce system complexity.
We decoupled services to reduce system complexity.
The API documentation is auto-generated.
The API documentation is auto-generated.
We use connection pooling to improve performance.
We use connection pooling to improve performance.
The backend supports graceful shutdowns.
The backend supports graceful shutdowns.
We monitor latency and error rates continuously.
We monitor latency and error rates continuously.
The service uses optimistic locking.
The service uses optimistic locking.
We apply retry logic for transient failures.
We apply retry logic for transient failures.
The backend enforces role-based access control.
The backend enforces role-based access control.
We refactored legacy code to improve maintainability.
We refactored legacy code to improve maintainability.
The service complies with data privacy regulations.
The service complies with data privacy regulations.
We avoid tight coupling between services.
We avoid tight coupling between services.
The backend handles schema migrations carefully.
The backend handles schema migrations carefully.
We use feature toggles for safe deployments.
We use feature toggles for safe deployments.
The system prioritizes fault tolerance.
The system prioritizes fault tolerance.
We apply clean architecture principles.
We apply clean architecture principles.
The backend ensures eventual consistency.
The backend ensures eventual consistency.
We implemented health check endpoints.
We implemented health check endpoints.
The system logs are centralized.
The system logs are centralized.
The backend processes high-throughput data streams.
The backend processes high-throughput data streams.
We minimize response payload size.
We minimize response payload size.
The service is designed for extensibility.
The service is designed for extensibility.
The backend codebase follows strict coding conventions.
The backend codebase follows strict coding conventions.